There we go, that'll do for now. Hello everybody, we're going to do the 4th update on Cali. She's been with us 4 weeks. Doesn't feel like that, it feels like she's been here forever. Sorry, just context as to why I keep looking down. She's right here. Hi. So, that's what I'm looking down at. She's completely tired because we were doing training on Saturday, and yeah, she's having a bit of a lazy day. Plus it's very horrible outside. It's windy and rainy and blech. So she's having a nice lazy day. Yeah, you gonna let me get stuff done today, maybe? Maybe? Anyway, so yeah, she's been with us 4 weeks. She's now 11 weeks old. And she's got all of her injections. She can go out places now, which is great. So she came with me on Saturday to Cubbon for our training class. So she was there for Perfect Pet, Rally, and then scent work. So she's there from about, what was it? I don't even know what time she was there from, but she was there till about 4-ish. And she was really, really good. Yeah, you didn't pee in Carol's house. Which I thought, to be honest, I have to be fully honest, I thought she was going to. But, yeah, so she was really, really well. Not a thing concerned me about her reacting to anything or shying away or curling her lip. Not a thing was... She didn't bat an eyelid at anything. There was a big Labrador that bounded up to her by mistake. And she didn't care. Yeah, she didn't want it in her face, but she didn't care, as in she didn't lunge backwards or try to snap at it. She sort of just pulled her neck in and didn't really want to say hello. You know, that's totally fine, but there was nothing wrong with that. She just didn't want something in her face. And I don't blame her, because I would be the same. So yeah, she was absolutely perfect for the whole thing. She was in my arms for a good bit of it, then she was on the sand. I thought she was going to react to the sand because it's a different texture, you know, it's grainy and gritty, and she's always been used to the soft grass outside, but didn't care. Not a thing. I just set her down. I sort of set her down very slowly and gave her a couple of treats, and I mean, she might as well have been walking on grass. Her reaction, it was just so meh. Done this before, seen it, whatever. So she did very well at that, and she's just been a perfect pup, to be honest. Yeah, but what we're having a problem with at the moment is she's a bit nippy. I presume it's just puppy, and it's almost always whenever she's zoomies. So she's that crazy moment where nothing matters, all the rules go out of her head. So we're just sort of working on that, doing our little yelps every time we feel teeth, and then getting up, staring away for 3 seconds. If she does it again, then you increase the time. But she's not an ankle biter or anything like that. She just nips your hands usually, but she's never drawn blood and never actually made a mark on a hand. It's just you feel the wee teeth going, and that's it. You know, it's not pleasant, but it's not really, really bad and not really, really concerning. I presume it's just a puppy thing, and hopefully she'll grow out of it as long as we keep doing the right thing. She does love her toys, which is good. Yes, you're grunting and groaning. She hasn't yet destroyed a toy. They've all just been... She likes to hold them in her mouth, so that's just the retriever part of her. Likes to have something in her mouth, so even when we're going out for pee time, she'll hold the lead in her mouth, which honestly is kind of helpful because then she doesn't pee on the lead. Yeah, we found that one out the hard way, didn't we? That one time you didn't hold the lead, it was peed on. Thank goodness for washing machines. Yes, I know. I'm not sure if you can actually hear her grunting and groaning, but she's sort of half snoring, half dreaming. You okay? She's absolutely shattered. So Yeah, so she likes to hold the things in her mouth. She loves a good game of tug, with her little tug toys. And then she got a bath as well because my mum was complaining about her smell, which I think is a bit rude. um, so she got a bath, and she was actually quite good in it. Obviously, it's a bit harder because I'm a dog groomer as well. We were usually used to having a professional setup, and I just did this in our bath, and swapping from a professional setup to an actual bath where the dog can run around and slip out of, and you have to fill the bath, whereas in the grooming salon we just use a shower head and with hot water and do it that way. But she was really good. She whimpered a few times, but and she tried to get out of the bath, but she wasn't bad. She was only being a puppy, she wasn't bad. I just kept giving her that's how she got her breakfast. She just got her breakfast, sorry, not her lunch, by hand, just giving it to her in the bath. I don't want her to think it's a bad thing, because I have a funny feeling, saying that I live on a farm, she's gonna need a bath every so often. So yeah, she's been doing really, really good. Just what did I say? There was another problem we were having, just slightly. Yeah, me leaving. Yeah, she's visitors are known as the Velcro dogs, and she is 100% Velcro. She has stuck. Anytime I leave the kitchen, normally she'll be at the door whinging and crying, or howling, one or the other. And anytime we tried bringing you on to our class on Tuesday in Bangor, and yeah, you didn't really appreciate being left alone whenever I tried to go and help. Yeah, you howled a bit. Yeah, and you disturbed some dogs, so you won't be coming for a little while until you know to not do that. Yeah, so she's just being clingy, which isn't a bad. Well, it's not. There are worse problems to have, but I do sort of sometimes have to leave her with my mum. If I'm going out for something or other, or it's fine if she's staying with me. But she'll whine for anyone else, usually, unless they have food. But otherwise, that's the only two problems we're having, which is the puppy biting whenever she's absolutely crazy, and the whining and the howling. Yes. So she also went to a puppy party on Monday at Cedarmount, and I nearly had a heart attack because I didn't realize what I thought was going to happen. I've seen sort of horror stories on Facebook and stuff like that of going to a puppy party, just them letting dogs off lead and having some fun. To me, that sounds petrifying. What happened? What if something happens to my little dog? This is my first dog, and I'm 100% mummy mode on this thing. She's absolutely my child. No doubts about that. So I've never been to one. I don't know what they were like. And I went up to Carol and asked, do I put her into there? And she says, yeah, go for it. It's fine. So I sort of go, okay, give her to one of the vet nurses instead of give her to Gareth, because Gareth knows what he's at. Yeah. Hopefully. And then I found out that all the dogs are still on lead. Everything's nice and calm. They have a bit of a play. They can see each other and have a sniff of each other, but it's not over the top. And they play with a few toys and get some treats, and it's all very. It's not what I've seen on Facebook. I didn't know what they were like. That's why I freaked out a bit. I need to let it go. I need to forget about worry. I need to stop worrying. That's it. I just don't want her to get hurt or pick up any really, really bad habits or get bit or something, because would you stop making those noises? So she's, yeah, I'm just scared of her getting hurt or something like that happening, but it happens. I mean, she already does get hurt a bit because she's a bit of a stupid dog and likes to stand behind doors. And the problem is you don't know, because she doesn't make noise until the door grabs her on their paw. So unfortunately there's no other way about it. If you're on one side of the door and she's on the other, then you can't see through a door, So she's doing it less and less, which is good. But she's never come to any proper harm about it. You know, she's maybe got a wee nail nipped just a smidge, but there's never been blood. She would go do a teeny tiny yelp. I go down, give a paw rub, and then get on with life. You know, she doesn't focus in on getting hurt, which is nice. She doesn't go over the top about it, which I'm very glad about. So has she grown a bit? I did her little height chart as you saw last week. She hasn't grown as much this week. I think you've got bulkier rather than taller, but her paws aren't that big compared to my hand. Sorry, there's the base of my hand. Her paws aren't that big, so we don't think she'll be huge. She's that tired where she's dead floppy right now. Yeah, you're out for the count, love. It's weird having her like this. So, I mean, if I say she grew like 8 centimeters, it wasn't a lot. I mean, last week she grew like an inch. You could see a proper height difference, whereas this week, whenever I did it, it was about that much. It really wasn't a lot. And she came to us at, was it 2 kilogram? And now she's 5. So she's got heavier. So yeah, she's starting to grow up. But it's nice sort of watching her, but at the same time it's sort of scary. Can you just stay small, please? But she's been very good in general. We haven't had any issues. She's had her nails done. She even let me do, because I'm a groomer, so I'm a bit picky with how their paws are. So I gave her you can just see her foot. I gave her sort of in between her little pads a little trim, so then she can get better grip, because she was slipping and sliding quite a bit. What's that on your paw? Anyway, so I gave her paws a little trim, just using. I'll go get them. Let's see. You're out for the count. You're not even gonna move with me doing that. Yes, sleepy. So this is the nail file I use, just normal emery board. I would use that just to take the sharp edge off the nails, because they get quite scratchy after you clip them. And these are the wee pair of scissors I got just to trim in between her pads, just because she was slipping and sliding all over the place because the fur had grown sort of over her pad. She couldn't get proper grip. So I gave her a bit of a, I guess you'd call it a podicure. Cheesy, but hey, I don't know what else you can call it. But she's been quite good. She can let me sort of, yeah, just let me fiddle. At the start, she sort of jumped at it. See? You can't see. You're clean done. Out for the count. Oh, I know. But she's totally fine with me doing anything on her, really. You know, she's not jumpy or anything. Oh dear. She's fine with her nails being clipped. Totally fine with what I'm doing to her right now. I started off doing it to her whenever she was quite sleepy. So then, oh, I know that was tickly. So then it wasn't, you know, you wouldn't do it whenever she's absolutely hyper, because then you're going to get hurt, or she's going to get hurt, or it's just going to end up with blood and tears. But I thought I was going to have, well, problems, but I thought there was going to be a few wee things that she wouldn't like, but there's not a thing she hasn't liked, really. I mean, apart from that big Labrador bounding up to her and her slightly, you know, pulling her neck in. That's the only thing that she has actually reacted to. Her training's going fine. We need to make her think for herself a little bit more. So we're doing some free shaping. I think that's the word for it. But that basically it's letting her go through her little brain. What I say is show me, and that is her command to do something of her choice. So that could be a sit, that could be a down, that could be a stand, that could be go around me and then you come up to my side. it's just something of her choice. And if she keeps on doing the same thing, then I say, seen that, do something else. And she's getting a little bit better. I think she needs to know more stuff, maybe to help, because currently she really only knows sit down and kind of stand, and she knows round, which is quite good. But we're working on that, and she's doing a little bit better than whenever we started. Just need to work on it. She's so small, you know. She's only in that learning phase, but it's just teaching her then to think for herself, getting that wee brain activated. So that's the main thing, just to keep her thinking. She had her first go at her Kong wobbler, that Carol gave us, and despite it being absolutely huge and her absolutely tiny, she took a proper go at it. I put a cup. I had it sitting on the floor whenever I was tidying, and she took a fancy to it, and I put 2 or 3 wee treats in it just to see if she was actually interested, and she went for it. The noises of her, she was growling and grunting and bounding up to it and barking, and she took the mad zoomies at it. It was hilarious. And then she did manage to get some. I think she got I put 5 treats in. I think she got 3 or 4 of them out. You know, she did pretty good for her size. So she's determined enough, definitely. So yeah, that's week 4 in a general review. But she's been an absolute wee star, apart from the barking and the puppy biting. But those are just puppy things, and we'll work on them. Yeah. You gonna wake up to say bye bye to the peoples? No, she'd rather sleep. Well, thank you all for listening, and we'll keep you up to date on whatever is happening with Cali, and I'll let you say bye bye. Bye bye, Cali. Bye.